So welcome again in a new chapter. Now we're gonna work on the friend requests, sending, canceling, all the other stuff, and also for the followers. So we're gonna start from the backend. So we're gonna go, just to remind you, if you go to the models and then the user, every single user has an array of friends. So all the list of your friends is gonna be in this array, and also the following, the people that you are following is gonna be here, the followers, people who follows you, are gonna be here, and the request, that's me, the friend request, that's your guys. Okay, this is very important to remember because we're just gonna keep adding IDs on them. Okay, so let me go back to the route and then the user. Let me create a new one, a new route, which is gonna be also put, and this is gonna be add friend, and let's call it the same. Let me also import it from here and go and create it in the controllers and then use. Okay, so let me just get this. This is going to be add friend, and let me just remove everything from the try. Okay, so also we're going to go back to the route. If you remember, we're sending the auth user, and we send the auth user, that means I can go in the controllers and access my ID or the ID of the user. Like then we're just going to the request.user.id. We've done this before. Also, I want to pass the ID of the user that I want to send the request to, just from the params like that. Okay, so if I want to get his ID, I can go request.params.id. So the first thing I want to do right here, I want to check first that I'm not sending a request to myself. That would be dumb. So I'm going to go, first of all, I want to check if the request.user.id is different than the request.params.id. That means everything is fine, I'm different. Else, that means there is an error. I'm going to go return, okay, response.status 400.json, and it's gonna have a message, and the message is just gonna be you can't send a request to yourself. Okay, and this is gonna be, okay, let me just add this one right here, and let me make this two double quotes and not a single quotes, not a singular quotes. Okay, like that. So that's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to go and do is just simply get the sender and the receiver. So the sender is me, so const sender, and it's going to be await and go to the user model and then find by ID, which is going to be the request.user.id because I'm sending the request, and the receiver is gonna be from the request.params.id. okay, I feel like this is very obvious. And well, first of all, I want to go back, right here to the user that I'm gonna send the request to. Let me go back to the models. So right here, I'm gonna send the request to a single user. I'm gonna first of all check that I'm not his friend, and also I'm not in his request. Okay, so if the request is there, that means I've already sent this, and if I'm having my ID in the friend, that means I'm already a friend with him. So that just doesn't make sense to send it. Okay, so right here we're gonna check if the sender, I'm gonna check for the receiver, sorry. So we're gonna make sure that I'm not in the receiver.request.includes to see if my ID there. So the sender._id, if it's not there, and also we're gonna go to the receiver this is gonna be requests array. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not in his friend list. Okay, friends.includes my sender._id. okay, so now everything is alright because I'm not there. Else I just can go and get this one, and this is going to be already sent. Okay, like that. So now if everything is alright and I'm not there, I can just send it. So we're going to start by going to the receiver, and then we're going to go to update one. So we're going to update it. This is a MongoDB function. What we're going to update, we're going to use push because we want to push to an array. Okay, this is simply what I'm trying to do. And we're going to go to the request. Okay, and then I'm going to add my ID, which is the sender._id. So that's the first thing. Okay, this is update one. I hope I don't have typos. Okay, typos are annoying, but we're gonna test that when we go to the front end. Okay, also we'll go to the receiver and go to the list, where is it, which is gonna be the followers, because in Facebook, when you send a request to someone, you automatically follows them. Okay, and when they accept your request, they follows you back. So I'm just doing it like Facebook does it. Okay, so I'm gonna go also to the followers of that user. That means I'm following him also, like that. Okay, but also I gotta go to mine, which is the sender, And then also I want to change something in the array, which is going to be this one, following, because now I'm following him. Okay, so I want to add myself there, and that's actually it. So I'm gonna go to the receiver request and add myself there, and also add myself in his followers because I'm following him by sending the request, and also go for me and add it in the following. I feel like this is pretty easy and simple. So just response.json, and then the message. We're not actually gonna say any messages, but I just gotta do it the right way. So friend request has been sent, okay, like that. So I feel like this function pretty simple, and I feel like I explained it in the most easiest way possible. Now let's work on the cancel request. So I can go back to the route, create another one. This is gonna be cancel request. Let me create the same one right here, add this right here, go back to the controller, just take this function, all of it. It's gonna be actually simple. Go right here, and then just change the name of it right here, okay? And then instead of pushing, I'm gonna pull, and pull is actually just gonna remove, okay? So this is actually what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to his request, I'm gonna remove myself, and also remove myself from followers, okay, because I'm not following him anymore, and also gonna remove it for me also, okay? So you can change like the messages. You can't cancel a request to yourself, friend request has been sent. Okay, let me just fix this typo. This is gonna be okay, let me just already cancelled, okay, and this is gonna be when everything is fine. You successfully cancelled request. Actually don't matter, actually you don't even need to send anything back. You just I just add friendly message, because we're not gonna show anything if you do that, okay? When you send a request or anything, you're not gonna get a pop-up message. It just show you directly what happens, okay? So let me go back to the route. Now we're gonna work on follow and unfollow, okay? So let me add this one. Is gonna be follow, the function is called follow, and this is gonna be unfollow. So let me do that also. So we need follow and also unfollow, okay? Go back right here to the controller, take everything from here. This is gonna be follow. The following is simply we're gonna go, let me just remove one, let me just one from here. So we're gonna go to the receiver, so I'm just gonna follow him. So I'm the one that's gonna follow, so I'm still the sender right here, okay? So I'm the one that's gonna go to the receiver and go to his followers, okay, and I'm just gonna push. So I'm gonna add myself in his followers, okay, because I'm following him, okay? And I'm gonna go to myself, and I'm gonna go to the following, which the people I follow, I'm gonna add myself. So this is gonna be push, okay? This is just like follow success, okay, already following, and this is you can't follow yourself, like that, okay? Now I'm gonna go to unfollow. So I'm gonna copy the function. This is gonna be unfollow. Just simply change this push to pull, okay? And this unfollow success, already not following, you can't unfollow yourself, okay? So now we've done that, so we've done everything. So this is actually pretty simple, as you see. We're going fast on this thing, okay? So we've just rushed copying and pasting. We forgot something very important. So like for example, for the cancel request, this test is going to be a bit different. So for example, if I want to cancel a request, the request should already exist, okay? So I gotta find myself in his request, okay? So should be existing, and also I gotta find myself following him or not. This is not important. So this is like, you just can remove that. The most important thing that you are not that you are in his request, okay? Okay, and that's also you are like not in his friends. That's fine, because you shouldn't be like a request when you are already his friends. So we're gonna make sure that I'm in his request and I'm not his friends, okay? That's fine. So we can go after that, and then I want to follow someone, so I want to make sure that I'm not in his followers, okay? And I'm not also, for me, the sender, he's not in my following list, okay? This is a bit confusing for me also, don't worry about it, but it all makes sense. So I'm not in his followers, okay, because I want to follow him. If I'm already there, I'm gonna follow him. And also if I am following him from my side, that means there is no need, okay. And also for the unfollow, I want to make sure I'm on his followers list and also in my following list. Okay, receiver. I feel like this makes sense. So think that I noticed this should be like this, because I'm seeing if when you want to unfollow something, I want to make sure that I'm already following him, okay. So that's also very important. So now let's go back to the route, create a new route. This is going to be accept request. Let me take the same name for the function. Let me have it here. Go back and copy this and create it like that. So in this scenario, you want to accept a request. You are the receiver of the request. So that means I am the receiver. So let me change the name. For me, I am the receiver and the sender is the one that's sending me the request, okay. So first of all, I want to make sure that I am like in his request, okay. So let me remove one of them and just go to the sender. Not the sender, sorry, the receiver, which is me. I want to check in my request. I want to see the sender there. For in my request, I want to see that the sender there. Okay, if it is there, then we can continue. Okay, and why I have this problem right? Okay, sometimes I just don't notice things. Okay, so this should be push like that. Okay, so I wish everything fine there. Like if you have some problem, I just gotta go there. Okay, like it just happening all the time. Like, okay, accept a request from yourself. Already friends. Okay, and this is gonna be friend request accepted before we do anything. Okay, like that. Okay, so now let me do a few things. Okay, so we're gonna go to the receiver, which is me, and I'm gonna go to push. Okay, right here I'm gonna go to the friends, okay, because we're accepting the request. So I'm gonna add him to my friends. Okay, that's the first thing. I'm gonna also go to the sender. I'm gonna go to his friends and I'm gonna add me. Okay, and this is gonna be also push. Now I'm gonna go also to me, okay, which is the receiver, and I'm gonna also, let me just add this right here. Maybe, yeah, we can push like in the friends. I can push the friends there. I also want to follow him back, so I'm gonna go to the following, okay, and add the receiver dot underscore ID. You don't have to write everyone singular, you can just do it in one line. So I'm gonna add him in my friends, and also I'm gonna add him, okay, the sender, sorry, I'm gonna add him on the people that I follow. Okay, so I'm gonna also to this receiver, and then pull this time. I'm gonna pull the requests. Okay, so in my request I'm gonna remove the sender, okay, like that. So I feel like we've done everything. Let me just make sure. So okay, I feel like everything is being done. There is one thing that I want to do also, so let me just go. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do right here is go to his also. So when we go to the sender and push, I want to also push to his followers. I want to add me in his followers. Okay, I know if you're confused, this is fine. Just take things easily and just like picture it in your head, and it's gonna make sense. Okay, it's, you know, it annoys me too because it's not that easy, but you know, I've done it before, so I understand it. I can visualize it. Okay, so I'm just going to his followers and adding me. Okay, so these things are very good. Okay, so everything is fine. We only need to change the updates one to updates. Okay, like that, because we're changing like more than one value. Okay, so this is going to be updates. This one is going to be updates, it's not a problem, but if you want to have like exactly one, you can do updates one, but if you just use updates, it's fine also. But if you have more than two, make sure that you always use updates. Okay,